Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Paulie. I wanted to talk to you guys about Lyft and answer the question, is it safe to be a Lyft driver or an Uber driver? Because pretty much it's the same thing. It's basically the same thing. If you're driving for Lyft or Uber, you're getting in a car, you're taking people from point A to point B, you're doing Lyft line, Uber pool, you're doing it all. And people often wonder, if I sign up for this, is it going to be safe for me? Am I going to get into a situation that I can't get myself out of? Am I going to get myself into a precarious situation? Is something bad going to happen? And that's a valid question. I really do think that's an awesome question. It's a really good question. If you're signing up for Lyft or Uber, you want to know how safe it's going to be. And I've been doing this for a while. I have my Lyft jacket on, so that proves that I've done 1,000 rides. I mean, I guess it doesn't prove it, but it does. I've done over 1,000 rides with Lyft, and I've done over 1,000 with Uber as well. So let's just say I've done over 2,000 rides, maybe 2,300 rides. And people ask me, what is the weirdest situation? What is the worst ride you've ever had? And that question is asked numerous times to any Lyft or Uber driver. It's just something that is inevitable. It's something people are going to ask. And that often makes you reflect and wonder, what was the weirdest ride I ever had? Is this a safe job? Is there something lurking that I need to know about? Could I potentially get myself into a dangerous situation? And the answer is yes. Is life safe? No, life is not safe. And either is any job or any endeavor. Any endeavor has its small sense or small window of danger. And I really think that's the truth about being a Lyft or an Uber driver. There is a sense of danger. And I've been watching other people's videos, and one guy said, they have your information on the app, and they have the passenger's information on the app, so it's safe. Well, me personally, I don't necessarily agree with that. I do think it's a very safe platform. All the drivers have their backgrounds checked. So if you're a passenger and you're getting into a Lyft or you're getting into an Uber and you're wondering, is this safe? Well, it's pretty safe for a passenger. The drivers have all done numerous rides, and I think something would have to really go wrong for a driver to attack a passenger or something like that. It would have to be the scenario. Something within the scenario had to go wrong for a driver to decide to attack a passenger. Could a passenger attack a driver? I think that would be more likely, because the passengers' backgrounds aren't checked, and all they need is a form of payment, and that's it. They're on the platform. They can call Lyft. They can call an Uber. So the drivers might be a little bit more weary of the passengers. And when I first started doing this job, I got to admit I was slightly weary. I was slightly afraid, and I wasn't sure. Now, I wore a suit my first week. I worked for Uber. I really didn't know what I was doing because I hadn't taken an Uber or a Lyft. I had only started driving. So I really didn't understand the whole dynamic of it. But over the course of the 2,000 rides, I started to become very comfortable. And I work at night. I work with very intoxicated passengers, people whose recollections might not be totally clear about the night that transpired. They might not remember getting into the Lyft. And these are the kind of people I decide to pick up. I like working at night because the roads are clear. I know there are drunk drivers on the road, but I feel like it's safer because I have more space to maneuver at night. And I also feel like people at night are a little less picky about their ride and what's going on. And they can't see as well. It's dark. So I feel like I get better rides at night. I get better ratings at night. And I also do a lot of stuff during the day. And I just feel like it's more worth doing it at night or on the weekends. Now, another thing I want to bring up is that, from my experience, the passengers have been great. If I were to send something that made me weary, I would take notice of that and I would be on guard. I've had some extremely intoxicated passengers who didn't really make sense, and some of them were kind of big and scary, and I knew not to, mess with them. I mean, you know who you have in your vehicle, and you know how to react based on their reaction. So basically all they want is the ride. They just want to get from point A to point B, and they're not out to get you. So I personally feel like it's a very safe job. I've been doing it for a while. I feel like any job has its dangers. You can always get yourself into a dangerous situation. But as far as the Lyft app goes and the Uber app goes, I think it's a really slim chance that you're going to come into a problem.